Hey guys, welcome back to another weekly news segment of the LZ Roundup where we talk about all the top gaming news that has happened over the past 1 week. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, I recommend that you guys hit the subscribe button and also the bell notification icon so that you guys stay up to date with the upcoming LZ Roundup videos as well as other content coming out from the Lobby Zero channel. Without further ado, this is Strange with a bad haircut, repping Lobby Zero. So, let's roll the intro. We are kicking this roundup off with the biggest news that every gamer wants to hear over the summer every year, the Steam Summer Sale. Right off the heels of Epic Games Summer Sale ending, we have the Steam Summer Sale with over 30% discounts on games like Sekiro, Mortal Kombat 11, Red Dead Redemption 2, Horizon Zero Dawn, Disco Elysium and more. Some games like Battlefield 5, Insight and Halo Master Chief Collection are going for more than 50% discount, so if you haven't gotten them yet, this might be the right time to buy. Speaking of Halo, the Master Chief Collection has just entered into Season 7. What started as a collection for all the Halo games has now become the best way to enjoy Halo across multiple platforms. With Season 7, Halo Master Chief Collection has added new cosmetic content like swords, armors, vehicle skins, and more for all mainline Halo games. Cosmetics aren't the only thing that's new though. Halo 3 has received two new multiplayer maps called Edge and Waterfall. Alongside this, the graphical issues plaguing the campaign mode of Halo CE have also been patched. So if you are excited to check out Infinite when it drops and want to know what the fuss is about with this series, now is a good time to get this collection on Steam. Halo isn't the only game getting the updates. Respawn Entertainment's popular Battle Royale, Apex Legends, has just announced a new limited time collection event titled Genesis. This event is bringing 24 new skins that will only be available during this event. Alongside this, a new Revenant Heirloom set would be released featuring a fairy scythe called Dead Man's Curve, making him the 10th legend to have their own heirloom set. The Season 0 variants of King's Canyon and World's Edge map also make a limited time return with all of its iconic locations like Skulltown, Thunderdome, Capital City and more. We also get a new Arenas map in the form of the old Skulltown. Adding more stuff to the Apex Legends news, there is the truth that has been dropped. In a surprising move on Respawn's end, they dropped a 6-minute short film on their Twitter called The Truth. While it is technically a fan project made on Source Filmmaker, Respawn has confirmed it to be lore accurate and hence finally given us Pathfinder's backstory. While it is not a new story from Outlands, the fantastic short series that Respawn uses to showcase Apex Legends lore and new things in the game, it is great to see fan-made projects being integrated more and more into the canonical universe. Almost like we are making the story we want to see. Speaking of Apex Legends, you can check out the new LZ series called Gaming Nights with PurpleShrimp, where we grind Apex with our content creators. The highly critiqued game Cyberpunk 2077 from last year is going to be back in stores. After the disastrous launch last year in December, it is safe to say that Cyberpunk 2077 wasn't the epic cyber outlaw experience that we were all expecting. Instead, the game had tremendous issues with its story and gameplay, with bugs ranging to be hilarious to frustratingly game-breaking. With the game downright being unplayable at launch on the base consoles, both Microsoft and Sony issued complete refunds for the game. Sony even pulled it off of their PlayStation Store. However, with the recent hotfix fixing animation crashes, the UI and various gameplay systems on all platforms, Sony has brought the game back on sale for its various platforms. Sony still warns players about the lingering performance issues while purchasing the game. The company also put a disclaimer discouraging people from buying the game on base PS4 and instead go for PS4 Pro and PS5 versions. Cyberpunk still has a long way to go before it actually becomes a good game to play. Will it ever get there? Only time will tell. While there are no new releases from Sony yet, the director cut release trailers of Ghost of Tsushima and Death Stranding have been revealed. With Ghost of Tsushima, you would be getting a new island to explore, added story content featuring new characters and new enemies to go against. While Death Stranding has been cryptic about its additions, speculation suggests a return to stealth with the cardboard box from MGS making a cameo. And for the biggest news of the week, Battlegrounds Mobile India is finally here for public launch. After quite a long ban on PUBG due to the game's affiliation with the Chinese company Tencent, Krafton has reworked the game under a new title called Battlegrounds Mobile India. This version is exclusive to India and not backed by Tencent anymore, switching to Microsoft Azure specifically for the country. The game has received some significant changes like the change in blood color and the game explicitly letting you know that this is a virtual simulation and not a realistic depiction of any sort. This is done to avoid any further controversies regarding censorship and the negative influence BGMI might have on the Indian audience. While the censorship feels a bit weird and unnecessary, that essentially is the only difference between PUBG Mobile and BGMI, and the game even lets you transfer all of your progress from PUBG Mobile to the newer version for a limited time, so make sure to get that. And one of the more exciting news from the world of Valorant is going to be the Valorant Champions Tour. The third edition of the Valorant Champions Tour is back with the Global Open qualifiers now being underway. With the EU challenges already over, the 8 teams Fnatic, Team Liquid, G2, Ascent, FPX, Team BDS, Riggs GG and Guild Esports have already qualified for the Week 1 event of the tour. We are also expecting the fan favorites 100 Thieves, Version 1, Cloud9 Blue and of course the champions of the last Valorant Masters, Sentinels, to qualify through to the Week 1 event like a breeze. Speaking of qualifiers, India is now included in the regional bracket for the Valorant Champions Tour as a sub-region of Asia Pacific along with other countries like Afghanistan, Pakistan, Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka and Maldives. The winner from the sub-region qualifiers will go to the Asia Pacific last chance qualifiers where teams from Japan, Korea and Southeast Asia will compete for the one and only slot in the VCT 2021. The Indian qualifiers have begun with teams like Global Esports, Godlike, Fangs and Velocity Gaming among others looking prepped up to grab that spot in the APAC qualifiers. And with that being said, we are going to be wrapping up this week's LZ Roundup. If you did enjoy the video, do hit the like button and subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with the upcoming LZ Roundup videos and other stuff coming out from the House of Lobby Zero. This is Strange repping Lobby Zero, signing off.